Hello, this is Ross's Movie Reviews, and I am going to talk about my opinions on The Punisher Warzone. Look, I think the reason why these movies don't do very well is because people don't really understand this character. I think he's probably the most um, probably misunderstood Marvel comic book character there is, because I think that really this guy could be like in any action movie, really. I mean, not just a Marvel movie. I mean, he's a guy that's wounded. He lost his entire family. Um, I don't think of him as a vigilante. I think of him more as a executioner. He goes out and does the thing that the law can't, is just, basically do justice. And I think that's the one thing that, I mean, he has no superpowers. He doesn't have claws coming out of his hand. He can't climb up buildings. He doesn't have rays coming out of his eyes. He's just a regular guy that's been wounded. He's been through too much. And it's turned him into something darker, much darker. And I think that Marvel they just cannot sell this guy. I don't know why it is, but, he just, in the last one, Thomas Jane played him. It was fairly good. In this one, Ray Stevenson, to me, he seemed more like the Punisher. He seemed more like him. He was more quiet. He was much more a darker part of him. He's much more like menacing, much more. He was even addicted to drugs in the movie and stuff like that. It's like the full dark side had taken him. And he only thought about his missions of what he had to do, to execute, the crime world that was, you know, that's his job. That's what he does. And the first movie starred Dolph Lundgren, which was an absolute total failure. It was just a laugh. The second movie did not do well. This movie, it didn't do well either. Because like I said, I just think that it's hard for Marvel to sell this guy, because he just doesn't, people just really don't understand, what's the big deal about him. I mean, he's just an action guy. He's just a regular guy. And I thought that this movie was a little bit better than the last one with Thomas Jane. I thought it was good for what it was. It was entertaining. I mean, it kept you intrigued for a few hours. I wanted to know, how much more he could dish out on the bad guys. I suppose that's what, the movie was good for. A lot of bad deaths, a lot of, explosions and stuff like that. So if you like your violence, yeah, you'd like this movie. It's like I said, I think if they're going to do another one in the future, I think that they should make his character much more understandable and be able to make his character more appealing to a wider audience. Because I just don't think they really did a great job in making his character more appealing to, a wider audience. So that is my thoughts on the Punisher, and hope you have a happy holidays. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.